Dragon cries rang out all around him. Impossibly refined, dragon patterns surfacing on every single scale, radiating a mysterious aura, as though a power from before the creation of heaven and earth was flowing through him, and within his body, every bone, every inch of flesh blazed with undying radiance. This was the power of the Chaos Sacred Dragon. You were shaken to your core. A single drop of essence blood, and it had completely reforged you, a near-peak powerhouse from the ground up. Such terrifying power. You shifted your form, reverting once more to your human shape. With a wave of your hand, you withdrew all the protective wards surrounding the Crystal Palace. At the same time, you noticed that the aura of the Heavenly Tao had vanished at some point, as though it had never been there at all. Outside the Crystal Palace, the many great warriors of the Dragon Clan and the Aquatic Clan had all gathered. Noble figures waited outside, not daring to show the slightest disrespect. You stepped out, gazing down at all the Dragon Clan and Aquatic Clan assembled below. Congratulations, Ancestor. Felicitations, Ancestor. Led by Shilong, Kanglong, and the other Dragon Elders, all the Dragon Clan and Aquatic Clan roared in unison, the sound like thunder shaking the Eastern Sea. Your expression remained calm. You asked, what cause does this old one have for celebration? Shilong replied, Ancestor, your power has surged to new heights. That is cause for celebration. Ancestor, you have broken through once more. This is the golden age of our clan. Kanglong added, precisely. Among the powerful great matters are celebrated together. What brings joy to the Ancestor brings joy to us all. You nodded. What you say is not wrong. This old one has indeed experienced a modest increase in power. But know this, the Ancestor's strength amounts to nothing. Across this vast primordial world, those mightier than the Ancestor are everywhere, and so our Dragon Clan must continue to keep a low profile. Above all, do not get entangled in the affairs of Hong Wang. Is that understood? Shilong stiffened and with a hard swallow said, Ancestor, why sell yourself short? Right now across this primordial land, the Qilin and Phoenix clans have both severely wounded each other in battle. Such a heaven-sent opportunity. Is this not precisely the moment for our Dragon Clan to rise again? Your expression darkened. Your gaze shifted towards Shilong. What a terrifying look that was. The moment Shilong met your eyes, he felt the world tilt and shake beneath him, the spiritual power in his body scattering, his bloodline surging in reversal. His soul near fled his body in terror. He kowtowed frantically, head knocking the ground like a pestle, trembling with fear. Ancestor, spare me! Ancestor, spare me. This lowly dragon was wrong. I dare not speak recklessly again. You said, you are short-sighted. The Ancestor does not blame you. But if out of your selfish desires, you bring calamity upon our Dragon Clan, this Ancestor will personally drag you to the solitary dragon platform, flay your skin, pull your sinews, and cast your soul into the 9 abysses, never to be reborn. Such severity. Every other dragon who had been about to speak up silently swallowed their words. The Ancestor had changed. The dragon might was so overwhelming that not a single thought of resistance arose in any of them. Shilong's heart surged with fear. Ancestor, please be appeased. This humble dragon swears on pain of death never to damage the great cause of our clan. Good, that is all I ask. You withdrew your gaze. Only then did Shilong feel some relief. Yet the terror in his heart refused to fade. In the past, the Ancestor's dragon might could suppress them, but never to anything like this terrifying degree. One had to understand, he too was a Daluo Janxian, second only to you in bloodline power within the clan. Even at his weakest, he should not have been reduced to losing all will to resist. From a single glance, the Ancestor has truly entered a realm beyond all reckoning. Shilong suppressed the terror in his heart, prostrating himself on the ground. Not a single thought of defiance remaining. You were satisfied with Shilong's response. Just now you had released the faintest trace of pressure drawn from the Chaos Sacred Dragon, and a single glance had stripped Shilong of all will to resist. Worthy indeed of the Chaos Sacred Dragon. Its suppression of the Dragon Clan was truly without equal. With yourself here among the dragons, there was no need to worry about holding command of the clan. But the plan you had laid out before still needed to be carried through. Thinking back to the solution the system had provided, you deliberated briefly, then spoke. It is a fine thing that our dragon and aquatic clans grow ever stronger. This is good, yet our dragon and aquatic clans are meant to command the 4 seas. And yet at present, only the Eastern Sea is fully under our aquatic clans' control. Therefore, after careful deliberation, this Ancestor has decided, with the Dragon Clan as the foundation, to divide the Dragon and Aquatic clans into 4 divisions, to govern the Eastern Sea, Western Sea, Southern Sea, and Northern Sea respectively. What say you all? Before this, he had worried that the Dragon Clan, left idle, would stir up trouble for him, and so had wanted to find them something to occupy themselves with, but could not think of any good ideas. Then the system's choices had reminded him. The Dragon Clan owned the 4 seas, yet because of him, most of them were concentrated in the Eastern Sea. This was far from an ideal state of affairs. Looking ahead to later ages, the 4 seas would indeed belong to the Dragon Clan, but in those times, many dragons would die, and many would be crippled, reduced to vassals of the Heavenly Court. But now, with his own planning, that fate would certainly not come to pass. Still, the 4 seas had to be kept firmly in his own and the Dragon Clan's hands. To command the 4 seas, the Dragon Clan's internal power structure needed to be dispersed and reorganized. For this, he had already formed a rough plan in his mind. From this day forth, our Dragon Clan shall divide into 4, with Kanglong commanding the Eastern Sea, as Dragon King of the East, Yang Long commanding the Western Sea, as Dragon King of the West, Yan Long commanding the Southern Sea, as Dragon King of the South, and Shilong commanding the Northern Sea, as Dragon King of the North. All members of the Dragon and Aquatic clans shall likewise be divided into 4, each under the command of the respective Dragon King. No slacking is permitted. You laid out the plan directly. Though the Dragon Clan of later ages may have declined, dividing the 4 seas into 4 domains, each governed by a Dragon King was no small stroke of genius. Drawing on this precedent to establish the 4 Dragon Kings, delegating authority further downward, and then using the myriad dragons assembly and the dragon court to maintain control over the clan. Not only would things be far less taxing, but he would also have much more time for cultivation and handling other matters. We humbly obey the ancestors' decree. With Shilong's example fresh in their minds, not a single dragon dared voice any objection, and Kanglong, Yinglong, Yanlong, and Shilong were filled with joy. You continued. With these 4 dragon kings, each governing one domain, this arrangement shall determine the prosperity of our dragon clan. All of you must work together with one heart. Do not disappoint me. We shall not betray the ancestors' trust. Kanglong, Yinglong, Yanlong, and Shilong responded with one voice. You nodded, looking rather moved. To the other aquatic clan powerhouses, you said, though you are not of the dragon clan, you are still my people. The rise of the 4 seas is bound to the dragon clan, and is even more closely bound to all of you. Therefore, none of you should stand on the sidelines. Rather, you should invest yourselves fully and lend your utmost support. The dragon clan and the aquatic clan share a bond. Flourish together, perish together. You understood this, and naturally, all the other dragon and aquatic clan powerhouses understood it too. That was precisely why, when the dragon clan withdrew, all the other aquatic clan clans had followed and submitted accordingly. We humbly obey the ancestors' decree. From the chancellor and marshal to grand generals, all the powerhouses responded loudly. You surveyed this scene with satisfaction and waved your hand. Very well then, you are all dismissed. As ancestor, he could not micromanage everything personally. Now that the broad strategy had been set, how to execute it was for others to work out. We respectfully send off the ancestor. Amid the voices of all the assembled powerhouses, you turned and withdrew deep into the crystal palace. Bzzz. Just as you were about to examine what changes had occurred, since you had refined the Chaos Sacred Dragon's bloodline. Beyond just the body, what else had transformed?